triggers, guiding light, readers and seekers in the night, hopes and fears.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the MyTarot Morning Reflection, our daily inventory, and a chance to take a breath. I hope everybody had an amazing day yesterday, or if it's morning for you like it is for me, and there's some sunlight out there. So I hope you're having a nice start to your day or evening, wherever you happen to be. And so here we are with our quick chance to check in with the universe, chance to listen to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean, which remind us to take a breath. Oh man, and check in. Good morning, Jenna. How are you? So it's a chance to take a breath, a reminder that, oh yeah, put our feet flat on the floor. That'll cover the element of earth, yeah. And then our butts doing the kitty dance. That's going to cover the element of fire. All this matches up with the tarot. Then when we take a breath and we get to the chest, it's the element of water, just like cups. Check in with where the shoulders are. And then that breath and checking in with the neck. That's that element of air. Can you tell I'm going to get ready to teach a class tomorrow? I actually am. I am doing pretty good. I got a class tomorrow that I'm going to be teaching for a couple hours. Tarot, using history to read tarot, because I love that. So I'm all excited by that. But right now we're focused on the moment, checking in with the universe, see if we have any angers or resentments or anything that might trigger us for today. Because if we look at it today during our whatever meditations we use, if we look at it now, then maybe we won't get triggered later on. And I was reading for some people last night at Lune, and it just reminds me how we all have we all have a shared history. We all go through things. And so when we're doing this together, it's just another thing that we take our past shared histories and a chance to remind ourselves it's like all we have is just today, and how do we want to handle just today? So how we're going to do that is I am going to make our 3 stacks. 2, 3. It's like each one of these is a different thread going out to the universe. It's like each one of these is a thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path, because this conversation is going to lead down one path, and this stack's going to have a different conversation as compared to this one. So all 3 of these will take us in a different direction. The question is, which thread do we want to pull? Let's take the bottom stack, or what I like to think of as things that are underneath that might be influencing us and we don't even realize it. So I'm going to do our 3 in 1. And just a reminder, it's going to be a free class for donations. All donations go to Frederick Cups. So again, it's a chance to give back a little bit to the universe. So I'm going to flip each card over one at a time like we're reading the pages of a book. And our first card. Okay, so it's funny because we were talking, yesterday was just the day to talk about past trauma or past issues, or just even stubbing our toe. Let's face it, sometimes stubbing our toe can just ruin a day, right? So the 5 of coins. Coins are our home, health, finances, and all the things that keep us grounded. Fives are always challenges. So when we see the Five of Coins, it's where we want to look closer to home. It's where we want to take a look at the challenges that we have, that we're experiencing, whether it's, coming off a layoff, or whether it's new medical bills that are coming in, or if it's just something simple, again, it's one of those things that just kind of disrupts our day when it comes to our home, family, finances, and all that. It's also sometimes considered a health card. But we need to see what they're walking into to really understand what's going on with this Five of Coins. Good morning, Maureen. So, let's flip over this card. They're walking into the King of Coins. So, Kings are the adulting card. Kings are when we have to do things regardless. Kings are the ones that make sure that the kingdom's running, takes care of the finances, takes care of the borders, all those things like that. But also the king gets to enjoy life also. As you can see here, the king is getting to enjoy the fruits of his benefits, the fruit of his labor. So sometimes we struggle to get where we are. It's a struggle to remember that, we do have at least, and as I like to explain, how big is our kingdom? Well, our kingdom is as big as a hula hoop. And then we just extend things from there, but we don't really have a whole lot of control outside of our hula hoop. So, but he's also looking at the next card. So we can see that sometimes we go through struggles, and then a court card can be you, could be somebody else, could be me, could be part of the situation. So we need to see if this is maybe somebody who can help us to move through to the next part. If this is us learning from our experience, and we see that by it even looks like a growth. Look at this. We have the people are this big, people is this big, people is this big. We learn from our past experiences. So, as human beings, we all struggle. As human beings, we all have those things that weigh us down. Could be health, could be our finances, could be those things in that area. With the Hermit is looking back. The Hermit learns from its past. It's easier to illuminate the past than it is the future. And that's what the Hermit is doing. The Hermit is when we go up to the mountain. The Hermit is when we find that quiet place where we can reflect. And the Hermit learns about the cycles of life, where however we feel today, we're going to have our ups, we're going to have our downs, and it's going to be a cycle. And it's just being willing and open to learning from those cycles. So let's take a look at the advice card. Talk about learning from those cycles. Here's our spirituality card. So cups are our spirituality. Cups are our emotions, our feelings, and that glow that we have inside of ourselves. So today, as we're looking at our feelings, at our finances, as we move into the weekend, we acknowledge that there has been pain, or there has been, difficulty with finances. But sometimes we need to be willing to just look at it for what it is and realize that if we spend 24/7 worrying about something, then we're miserable 24/7. But we really are the kings of our own hula hoop here. And if we sit in our hula hoop, we light a candle, we ring a bell, we do whatever it takes to just be quiet for a minute, we can look at the joys that we do have, at least for this one moment. We can sit in our hula hoop like this and say, you know, at least I have this slice of cake sitting in front of me with a cup of coffee, and enjoying that moment. And reflecting back, it's like, this is not the first time we've had difficulties. It's not going to be the last time. But it's our one time to learn to grow from it. So it's not going to be the first time. We might be in a good period right now, and we want to reflect. What did we learn? What did the cosmos teach us? And then if we can reflect on that positive side, the 9 of Cups. 9s are about fulfillment. 9s are about, moving another step closer to a new phase. 9s are another step closer to a new phase. So all today is about reflection. Reflecting at the good, reflecting at the bad, and then finding the positive as we move into the weekend. And I do want to say that since the court cards are personality cards, this might be somebody that we know. And maybe we are looking back and illuminating, and maybe it's somebody that, as a court card, that we can help. We see what's going on. We're the king. And we get to reflect on the big picture. But once again, it's about what positive can we gain out of the 5 of coins. Good morning. How you doing, Jenny? So, and Maureen. So I hope everybody has a great, amazing weekend, thinking about the positive and remembering life is just that cycle. Take care. I will see you again on Monday. Yeah, so have a good weekend, and I will talk to you later. Boy, am I tired. Take care. Bye-bye.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures